For your Thursday broadcast here on the Twisted Rail on the Fan at 107.9 FM. Joining me by phone is Grace Humphries, a singer-songwriter out of Austin, Texas. How you doing, Grace?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. It's great to have you. I know that you've been recording songs, recording singles, and you've been out on the road too, visiting different radio stations for promotion of some of those songs, and you've been involved in music too since you were very, very young. We're going to talk about that in a moment. You're 18 years old now, and you're releasing a Christmas song called "For Years," which will be released, I guess, the day after Thanksgiving, right on November 28th.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were born.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, sorry. No, please continue.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about, I know you're not, you weren't born in Texas, but I understand you got here as quick as you could. You're born in San Diego, California. So tell me a little bit about the move from California to Texas.
Yeah. So we moved for a couple different reasons, but yeah, I grew up in San Diego. I was 8 when we moved to Texas, and man, I do really miss the ocean. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I have some family there, and we moved because, well, my brother, who passed away, and he kind of comes up in the Christmas song too. He passed away when I was 8, and from brain cancer. He was 10, and he was my best friend, and it was kind of, leaving that behind in San Diego, and he went to MD Anderson for treatment in Texas, and my dad found a new job in Texas. So, yeah, we've been in Texas for about 10 years, and I would say I'm more of a Texan than a Californian now.
All right. Have you spent some time in the Hill Country as well?
Yeah, we live in Dripping Springs, so we're definitely in the country. And yeah, I would say I'm a country girl. I can do the city stuff, but I don't think I could live too long in the city.
All right. Well, you mentioned that about your brother, and I know that has to have a tremendous impact on your songs and your songwriting, because you do write about love and life, but also loss. Tell me a little bit about how that weaves into the songs that you write.
Yeah, I guess when Liam passed, I kind of had to grow up in a lot of ways early, at least like emotionally and stuff like that. And so I've always kind of been more introspective, not necessarily introverted, though I do love spending time alone. I've just kind of just been, yeah, and I would say introspective, and I think a lot, and I guess, to be a good songwriter, you have to think a lot. And music was one of the ways that I processed the loss of my brother. And even before, he passed, music was a huge part of my life, and he even sang with me. And so, music has always been a huge part, yeah.
Yeah, and I know that you were starting music very early, but not as a singer-songwriter. You were playing, I guess, the piano at age 5.
Yeah, so I did take piano lessons at 5, but I don't think, I barely remember it. I wasn't doing well. It wasn't computing in my brain. So that was probably for a short time, and then I stopped, and then I really started playing piano when I was 11, and I got the Simply Piano app, and I just had this keyboard in my grandmother's house, and I would start, getting the app loaded, and I would play these very simple songs, and then, as I got more advanced in the app, I was like, Mom, can I get some piano lessons? And that's when I really started playing the piano, and yeah, piano is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I understand too that you're mostly self-taught, and I find that interesting because I know you've earned recognition through all-state choir and different competitions too, and it seems like a lot of your peers and the people that you were either competing with or performing with were probably not mostly self-taught. So tell me a little bit about that. Does this kind of serve it as an advantage, I guess, coming into music, being mostly self-taught?
Yeah, I would say, I guess I've always had an ear for things. I hear things. I, I'm not perfect at it, but I definitely can figure out a song just by hearing it, and especially on the piano, not so much on the guitar, because I wouldn't say I could riff that well, but definitely on the piano. And yeah, I would just say that being in choir since the third grade has also helped,
Yeah.
hear certain harmonies, and it makes it really easy when I'm doing my demos and I'm just sending over stuff to people to just hear that harmony, put it in, and the third and the fifth, and yeah, super, yeah.
Yeah. Do you play piano on your recorded singles and some of your recordings, or is it all guitar and vocals?
No, I have played on my early stuff, like Alive and Fantasy. I did play acoustic guitar on those, but on my newer stuff, I didn't play acoustic guitar on I Couldn't or um, Wanted You to Know, but I did play piano on Wanted You to Know and I Couldn't. And why'd you give up? Yeah.
Yeah. Where can people go to find your music and listen to your recordings?
Yeah, I'm out everywhere, so Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, all of the places. And yeah, you can stream my stuff anywhere.
Great. I know that you've performed at many different local events, but you also in 2024, just last year, recorded at the legendary Abbey Road Studios in Westminster in London. Tell me a little bit about that experience and how that all came about.
Yeah, I was 16. Wow, that was so long ago. The producer at the time that I was working with had a connection there at Abbey Road, and we were able to go. And yeah, it was a surreal experience, especially at that young, 16. I mean, just all the musicians and the string players. They're so amazing, and yeah, it was. You can definitely feel the energy there.
Yeah, I guess so. So you were put into a studio then with musicians some who you hadn't met or performed with before.
Yeah,
Wow.
the yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing too, because I know that's a legendary place. It's not just with the Beatles and their work there and the album Abbey Road, but so many outstanding recordings have been made there over the years. And so, did you get to walk across the zebra pattern on the street?
Yes, but I didn't do the picture because a couple people in my team thought it would be a little cheesy, but I should have done it. I should have done it.
Yeah, that seems like an Instagram moment or something that you could only take advantage of when you're there live. So, very cool. Well, Grace Humphries joins us. In case you just joined us, she's joining us by phone from Austin, and she has a new single out that we're going to hear in a moment. The piece titled "For Years," and it's going to be available November 28th. So coming up, you can find that tune just after Thanksgiving and find it online. Do you have any plans to record an album or a CD or a full-length album?
Not really at the moment. I would love to someday. I feel like I'm just gonna keep, honing in on my craft and releasing singles, and then maybe there'll be a season in my life where an album will come about.
Yeah, and I know that you had high honors in classical Christian music education. Tell me a little bit about that and how that sort of blends into what you do as a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, I'm very blessed and grateful to have the education that I did. I don't think I'd be able to write the songs. I write all my songs by myself. There's no co-writes. Everything is just me, and I don't know if I would be able to do that without my education. Yeah.
Yeah, and where do you plan to? I understand you plan to study commercial singing and songwriting. Where do you plan to do that, and what instigated that?
Yeah, I was thinking about, because music, it's such a tough industry, and you're like, oh, how am I gonna survive and blah blah blah, and I just, you just got to go for it. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be miserable doing anything else. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna study music at Belmont, commercial music, voice, and I might change majors or minors. We'll see. I'm very interested in music business too. So yeah, there's a lot of options, and I'm excited to learn from people and make connections. It'll be great. Yeah.
Do you have any live performances that we can let listeners know about, or anywhere that you're playing soon that people can come hear you live?
Yeah, I'm actually on December 7th. I'm heading out to Chicago, and I'm going to play in a listening room. So that'll be fun.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get some shows too here around Texas so we can come out and see you.
Yes, for sure. I gotta look at the venues around Texas too.
Yeah, so before we listen to For Years, tell us a little bit about the construction of this song and just putting it together and what the song means to you.
Yeah, in the summer I was like, I should write an original Christmas song, and I knew that it would be about kind of the holiday blues that everyone feels, that loneliness is so you feel it so much during the holidays. And that's kind of what 4 Years is about. But, my brother, the aspect of brother, obviously tying my personal story into it. And I guess that loneliness is especially heightened when, you've lost someone very special. And that's kind of what 4 Years is about, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to listen to that. And does it have, I guess, a number of musicians on it? Did you go into the studio again with musicians you hadn't met before? And where was this recorded?
Yeah, this was recorded with Tyler Kane in Nashville. And I did actually, this is one of the only songs I had a co-write on. And I co-wrote this with Fionn Camp. And I recorded this with Tyler Kane. And in Nashville, and it was very fun. Yeah.
All right, Grace. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on K-Fan. It's a pleasure speaking with you, and keep up the music, and we'll be spinning it here on K-Fan. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Have a wonderful afternoon.
You too.
Thank you. For Total Texas Thursday, this is K-Fan. This is music from Grace Humphries and For Years on the Fan.
It's getting late, but thank you. with something I couldn't feel. 'Cause the songs and the lights only get duller each year. I have no one to turn to, no one to dry these tears. Oh, I haven't felt the magic for years. Oh, for years. Oh, years. Oh, years. For years.
And music from Grace Humphries, her single For Years, which will be released November 28th. And she joined us by phone. I want to thank Grace for joining us and for her music here on 107.9 KFAN and online.